Okay, this is Weather Outlook, and it is update for Sunday, July 20th. And we're getting closer and closer to that non-rain day. A few showers, some of them are like a quick downpour for a couple minutes, and that's it. And then it goes away. It's like if you're under the cloud, it rains, but it's not your torrential downpours. But it looks scary for about a minute or two, but that's about it. Okay, so right now the radar kind of looks like this. There is a couple down in here that aren't being picked up on this simulated radar I have here, but there are some storms moving across. Now, earlier this morning they were just quick little downpours, but as you can see as they come across, they have a little life to them. You can see them. I don't see any tornadic activity, and right now I don't see any heavy winds. This takes you to around, let's see here. Uh, This is about 5 o'clock, and you can see this is kind of where they're up in northeastern PA up here, like Tunkhannock, Pike, Wayne County. There's some down here towards Allentown, heading down here towards Philadelphia. So I'm crossing this way. We move this out another hour. You see things kind of begin to fade out. And then here comes the good news as this goes out overnight. Now this is around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and they go through the night. Here comes the morning hours. There's 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, sorry, that one. Don't count that one. But as we go through the day on Monday, you can watch your radar screen. Takes you through midday. Takes you to late afternoon. You see anything on Pennsylvania, Jersey, Delaware? No. We actually have a day with no rain tomorrow. So if you want to plan some outdoor activities tomorrow, I know most people have to work, me included, but if you get a chance, that's your high temperatures during the afternoon. And again, you're talking 70s to the north, pretty much the whole state, except you go down towards Philadelphia, South Jersey, and Delaware, where the temperatures get into the low 80s. So not a bad day to be outside, not a bad day. And then as you go through the nighttime hours, this is your Tuesday morning lows. Look at all the 50s. Open the windows. Even down in Philly, South Jersey, and Delaware, temperatures are in the low to middle 60s. It's definitely worth opening your windows. If you're worried about the moisture or the let's say the humidity, let's see, we get this to pop up here. Humidity is in a very comfortable range, and it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. 40s and low 50s, maybe a little bit down towards towards Lancaster, down that way, around 60. But definitely, the humidity will be down, so it's going to feel very comfortable outside. Now Tuesday, once again, maybe a shower could pop up in Jersey, but I don't think so. But our temperatures are pretty chilly that day. 69 up in Mount Pocono, basically 70s throughout the tri-state, except for out by Pittsburgh, where it might hit 80. But the humidity will come back a little bit. So even though the temperatures are down, it'll feel a little bit warmer on Tuesday. And then Wednesday morning, again, temperatures 50 to low 60s across the tri-state area here. That's pretty good. I guess we give our air conditioners a break for a couple of days. And then as we go through the afternoon hours on Wednesday, it'll try to warm up a little bit. We can't keep the heat away forever. This is around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see 80s are returning to southeastern PA, Jersey, and Delaware, and we're getting into the middle 80s out by Pittsburgh. Uh, but again, the dome of that hot air is beginning to move towards the west. Now, here's your radar in the afternoon on Wednesday. Look, we're still clear. So I'm showing you this map here because you can see the temperatures, eastern part of PA, Jersey, Delaware, pretty much close to normal this week, which is a little break for everybody. And you can see the warmer air is now out towards Pittsburgh and then west. Watch this dome of warm air right here. I'll show you what it'll be. Now, this is not this week, but the following week. And you can see this warm air, this hot air is now centered over the center of the country. And now things are starting to become more normal on the East Coast. So thunderstorms will also become not quite prevalent in this area in Pennsylvania. And then the third week, which takes us into August, the hot air starts to really build in the center of the country. In the eastern part of the country, basically east of the Mississippi, becomes more normal. Things kind of calm down a little bit through here. So we'll have to keep an eye out for when this heat decides to start moving east. And I'd say somewhere in the middle of August, we start looking down south here for some tropical development. Okay, everybody be safe. Take it easy. Talk to you tomorrow.